Hi guys, welcome back to Iron Horse Weekly. Thankfully, as you can see, we have a nice black room now to conduct our train affairs in. Layout is behind me, all looking nice and good, and hopefully the footage looks nice as well. Really hot this week. This room is quite small but compact and it gets everything in there. Black might not have been the best choice in terms of heat dispersion. That rattling you can hear is my door blowing in the wind. I've not stopped it from doing that. I'll do that now. Lovely thing. You may remember from last week's episode we got the 37 from Accurascale working again. That was nice. They sent me an upgraded Sprog unit. Now the issue with that is there's too much power being drawn on the layout. So I've got 6 Locos on there. 5 of them have big fat stair lives in them. There's a lot of current inrush when you turn the layout on. We needed something to stop that from happening. So Q, our friends at DCC Concepts, I went along and I bought one of these. Hold that up for you there. Part number DCC LSP. Surge protector, essentially, and it's fantastic if you've got loads of sound locomotives or locomotives which draw high current, or loads of accessories on your layout, or like me, loads of accessories with sound and stair lines on there. Because when you turn them all on, they all have a massive draw of power. In your system, your DCC system can think, oh, there's a short circuit, and shuts everything down, so it's a bit annoying. But I'm glad to say this has actually sorted it out. Super simple to install, and we'll have a look at that now. So you join me here on the floor under the layout, and here we can see the surge protector hooked in, very crudely I might add, hooked in to the layout. There's the Sprog, and the power feed goes from the Sprog to the surge protector, and from the surge protector to the layout bus. And as you can see, looking here, all we need to do is power it on, and at the minute we currently have the Class 25, the Accurascale 37, a Batman 66, Batman 24 and a Batman 08. All of these have sound, all of them have stair lives, and as you can see when you power it on, no issues whatsoever. So now I can just have all my Locos on there doing their thing, running full sound, no dramas whatsoever. Really pleased with that. Now the layout is in a bit of state of chaos at the minute, so I'm going to have a quick running session just where I shuffle the locomotives around, get them back at the filler yard with a dice. That's right, it's operations board game time. Let's have a look. So as we can see on the layout, we've got all the locomotives aforementioned. Now, usually when you see a layout and you have people doing operations sessions and shunting or what have you, it usually involves a big roundy or whatever, or an ingle muck. You can actually have operations and shunting sessions with just locomotives, and you don't need a TMD to do it in either. All you need is a layout and some locomotives and a fiddle yard for them to go to as a destination. Quite simple to set up. You randomly place your Locos at locations on the layout. So we've got the 25 there, 37 there, and then we've got the 24, the 08 and the Class 66 there. And for a bit of chaos, we've got the Accurascale Siphon G van part in the head shunt there as well. So once we've got that bit sorted out and you're happy with where your Locos are to start from, we head over to the fiddle yard. Over at the fiddle yard, we can start to have a destination line for each one. So we're going to pick a destination line. We have destination line 1 at the back, destination line 2, which is currently full of wagons, and destination line 3 there. So we're going to decide which line they go to first with a simple dice toss. I'm just going to use a quick dice app to do that, which I have over here. Once we've rolled the dice and decided which one we go to, ideally that one or that one, so odds it'll be rolled 1, evens it'll be rolled 3. We'll then decide where each locomotive goes by giving it a number between 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, between 1 and 5. 6 rolls again. Easy. Here we are. This is a Google dice roll. Odds will be the top, evens bottom. Even, so we're going to go on the bottom road there. Okay, superb. Let's number the locomotives and then roll them and see which order they go into the full yard. I'm going to make this really simple and we're going to number them in the order that they are. So the 25 will be 1, 37 2, the 08 3, 24 4, and the 66 5. Simple as that. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Of course you can just jot them down as well, easy enough to do. So we'll have Since I've only got one of each class on the layout, I'm just going to put the class down. So we've got the 25, we've got 37, we've got the 08, we've got the 24, and we've got the 66. There. Let's roll the dice. Okay, so we're going to roll first for the class 25 to see which order that moves in. So let's roll it. So we're on 6 here, so let's roll that around. 5th, so we're going to move the class 25 dead last. The class 37, when's that getting moved? 2nd. Class 08, when's that getting moved? That should be 4th in place. Class 24. Roll again. This should be 3rd in place. And then that means by a process of elimination, the class 66 has to be 1st in place. Okay, we've got the layout set up as it was, ready for shunting. I'm going to leave the camera in place here. A few ground rules before we set off. A locomotive is not allowed to leave the layout until it's ready to be parked up or moved away or whatever. Until it moves away, it must stay on the layout, which means it cannot leave onto the filler yard to run round or anything like that. It must use what's available on the layout. I'm going to try and do this in as few moves as possible. Class 25 here has to go in dead last. Now, when a locomotive is being moved into position, it must be in a proper siding. It cannot be left, i.e. where the class 25 is now. So it must be in the station or in one of the sidings or the head shunt where the goods van is, where the Siphon G's parked. So I'm just going to put some music on and do some voiceover and we'll get cracking. So first of all, knowing what we know about the rules, we need to get that Siphon G out of the way because we are not going to be able to get the class 66 out of that siding with the class 25 where it is. So we need to park the 25 where the Siphon G van is. So the quickest way to do that is going to be to get the 37 to just shunt the Siphon G van out of the way first and foremost. Now that's done, we can get the 37 uncoupled from the Siphon G van, and then the 37 can join the class 66 in the filler yard. Now we need to move the class 8 out of the way so we can get the class 24 behind it into the filler yard. And we're going to dump the class 8 and the coal sidings here. Now that's sorted, we can get the class 8 out of the way. And last but not least, the class 25 joins the rest of its brothers in the filler yard. There you go then. Easy enough to do it at home. You don't need a massive complicated layout. That took about 5 minutes to do, something like that. But it was enjoyable and it was simple to do, easy to set up, a notepad and the pen. No complicated cards or anything like that, just a dice app on Google and a pen and paper. And I had a little bit of randomness to my shunting. I mean, they need you putting back in the fiddle yard anyway, so why not make it interesting? Give it some sort of purpose, life, whatever, and actually use your railway like a railway. We can also, when we put the locos back on the layout now, given that they're all in a certain order in the fiddle yard, we can determine what their destination on the layout will be. So will they go to the coal depot? Will they go to the head shunt there? Will they go to line 1 or line 2 of the goods platform? All determined by dash roll. Nice and simple, even the station. And it really is as simple as that, making your model railway an actual railway and just increasing the usability of it. Plus it gives you an excuse to play with trains as well, which is nice. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how you do operations on your model railway in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all next week. Cheers now, bye bye.